Hello everyone, Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. How are we all today? Hopefully this is working like it should. Please jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and hopefully you can join me while I craft live and have some awesome fun. I'll go back to there so I can see. So please, when you jump on, say hello. Hey Sylvia, how you going? Say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And we can have some crafting fun today. Okay, so hey Wendy, hey Cheryl, I'm glad you've all found me. It all worked today, so fingers crossed everything goes really well. Modern technology, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, I'm here and I'm ready to craft. So I was actually watching a friend of mine who is Rose Ward. She is stampersdelight.com and she's a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the US. And she did some awesome little Christmas card gift holders. And they are super, super easy. So I actually wanted to case her idea and show you quickly how to do them because I think this is a fantastic idea for Christmas. So thank you for sharing. So feel free to jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. And feel free to share this to your Facebook page or on YouTube. The more you share my videos, the more people get to see my crafting and the more they can get to have fun watching some awesome products, Stampin' Up products getting used. So once again, my name is Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. And talking about my friend Rose Ward and I are actually going to team up in January doing some online classes together. So the beauty of our online classes together is we are both going to design a class per month. So you'll get 2 classes per month, which is fantastic. And if you live in the US and you love our class, you can purchase it from Rose. And if you live in Australia and you love our online class, you can purchase it from me. So no longer are you restricted to, oh, I don't live in the US, I can't do your online class, I would love to do it. So for Rose, you can purchase through Rose if you live in the US. If you like my online class, yet you live in the US, the beauty is you can purchase it from Rose and purchase all the products and you will get the video and the class packet from Rose. Vice versa. If you live in Australia and you see something that Rose has designed in her online class, you can purchase the same online class through me in Australia. So we have the best of both worlds. Thank you everyone for jumping on. That's awesome. So obviously people have found me. So obviously that YouTube has done the notification to let you know that I'm on and I'm live. Okay, let's get to crafting. I'll just tell you a few things. No, we're going to get to crafting first. Okay, so I'm going to show you how Rose did this gift card holder. Now I've done one in this beautiful, this is the Christmas Time Is Here suite in the designer series paper. I've done one the size that Rose did hers. So you can pop your gift cards inside here. You can pop your gift cards, as she said, in here. You can even pop gift cards in the back here. There's pockets in the back. So this is like an origami project. And it is super, super easy. There is no gluing, all it is folding. So this is done using a 10 by 10 inch sheet. So I thought, I wonder what it would be like to use a 12 by 12 inch sheet. So this is the difference of what you get when you use a 12 by 12 inch sheet. So you get a bit bigger gift card holder than the 10 by 10. So you can suit yourself which size you would like to do it from by choosing the size of your cardstock. Because as far as the size of your cardstock, your designer series paper, you can more or less make them in any size you want. So you can make little mini smaller ones, you can make bigger ones. So I think it's a fantastic idea to be able to give as cute little presents and things. So Sylvia's saying that she loves watching both Rose and I, and we are very good friends. Rose and I got together on the incentive trip, and I can tell you we have become very, very good friends since meeting on that trip. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn it over this way. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. So this is a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock and a designer series paper. As you can see, it's beautiful. Now, I did this one that I had the green side up when I folded it, and that's how the outside. So I'm going to do it the opposite way so you can see the difference in what happens. Plus, I'm using the 12 by 12 cards designer series paper. Okay, so we're going to fold it in half. These are super quick and easy to do, so it's a fantastic project. So we're gonna let it fold out, then we're gonna fold it into that middle fold once again, and we're gonna crease that and use our bone folder to get a nice crease. We're gonna turn around this side and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna fold into that center crease, just below that center crease, and use our bone folder. Okay, so we've done that far. Now, you'll get a crease line here, and a crease line here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take each corner and we're going to fold it just below that crease line, and we're going to fold it into the center. So just like that, and crease it with our bone folder. So we're going to do that on all four corners. I thought this was such a clever idea. When I seen Rose do it in her live video, I was like, oh, I'm going to have a go at that. And while I was actually waiting, hey, Matthew, how you going? Hey, Deborah. Thanks for sharing, Deborah. Hey, Cheryl, how you going? While I'm waiting, oh, how's the fires going, Karen? Oh, yeah. The fires are, like, people have been sending me messages as well. Like, the fires are at, like, around Korakai near us. But Korakai is, like, probably 20 minutes away from us. And at the moment, they're no threat to us. But like, my heart goes out to all of the people that have been affected by the fires. And the main thing is, I just need to say, the main thing is stay safe. Like, honestly, I know it is devastating to think that you may lose your house, but I can tell you it's just a house. Your life is more important, and it's been devastating for lots and lots of people. Okay, so now I've got to get this right. After watching Rose, I'm like, huh? Okay, yeah, we fold in that way. So we're going to fold both in together. Okay, so just like that. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over. And where this little peak is, we're going to fold that up and line it up with the outside edges flipped over. Now, this is how easy it is. And this is going to give us the opposite to the one that I've done. Now, with this end here, we're just going to bend that over, tuck that in that corner and that in that corner, and slide them in. Simple as that. Slide them in. When you've got it slid in, then you simply press it down, and then with your bone folder, crease it nicely. Okay. Sometimes even pop your bone folder in the corner like that, just to get that corner to crease down really nice. So go over all of your folds, like so, and then it just folds together. So there you have your super cute gift card holder. Now, you could decorate the front, pop something on the inside, but you can pop gift card holders inside here. You can pop them in here, and you can even pop them in here. So you have quite a few openings. So as you can see, some different looks. So seeing they're the larger size and this is the smaller size. So super cute, super easy to do. And depending on what side you want on the outside, if you want the pattern on the outside, you have to flip it over and have it not showing to you. So have the pattern on the opposite side showing up, and that's how you get the pattern that you want on the outside. So super, super cute and super easy for Christmas. So, are you homesick, Mandy? That's no good. So great idea. So we need to thank Rose for coming up with that awesome idea. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do today is I have a mountain of scraps of designer series paper. You're right on the edge, Karen, of the predicted fire path. The fire's only about 15 to 20 k's from here at the moment, and it's all bush between it and you. Yeah, that's no good at all. Please stay safe. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do some cards. So I've got some of the Gleaming Christmas, I think it's called. I've got some of the frosted foliage paper, which is gorgeous. And I've also got some of the perfect plaid paper. So if you're anything like me, when you get to, we've had the holiday catalogue out for a while, so I've purchased all of the different types of paper, and then you end up with scraps everywhere. So I decided what I was going to do today was to use some of my scraps to make some cards, and just show you how you can use all different size bits of paper to make your cards. So the first lot of scraps that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Christmas is Gleaming, I think it is. Someone can correct me if I have it wrong. So we have a bundle, and it's in our holiday catalogue. It's called Christmas Gleaming, and it has the 2 punches that match, which are beautiful. It has this gorgeous stamp set. As you can see, it's got some gorgeous baubles, some holly, some beautiful sentiments, some lovely scrolly pieces. So I had mostly this part of the designer series paper that was left over. So it's got the copper foil accent. It's double-sided, so it's got gorgeous stars on the back. And it's got the copper foil accents on the front. So I decided that what I would do is use this up so we can make a beautiful card. So I was thinking, okay, so the copper will match the designer series paper. I've got the Christmas Time is Gleaming stamp set and the punches. Now I have no idea what I'm going to do here. I got these pieces out and thought, you know what? I'm just going to wing it and I'm going to see what I can do. So what I think I will do, I've got a card base of 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches. I will fold that in half, and that will give me the card front of 4 inches, which gives you 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Okay, so I think I can definitely say that I can layer that up. Now I'm thinking there's some gorgeous ribbon that can go with this as well. So I'll grab that ribbon. I'll grab one of 2 ribbons. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I've got beautiful black satin ribbon, or I've got this gorgeous Merry Christmas ribbon. So I'll just go with the flow and see what I want to do. So seeing as I'm going to use this big piece of foil sheet underneath, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch out 2 of these baubles, that one and the small one. So I'm just going to punch them out because I don't know whether I want to use them or not. I could punch out another one of those small ones out of that as well. So that way everyone can say I'm not wasting that foil cardstock in behind. Okay, so I think now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my liquid Tombow and I'm going to glue that designer series paper onto that foil layer. Because I know that I definitely want to do that, but I'm not real sure how I'm going to do the rest of it on the front. Okay, so, and I've done it that I've got like a 1/16 of an inch border. So I'm just going to see a slither of that copper in behind, but it really sets off all the copper. It is very super shiny, Matthew. Okay, so I have these gorgeous baubles, and I'm thinking they're pretty like that, but I feel like I need something underneath. So maybe I could use, pardon me here because I am winging this, maybe I could use a piece of black cardstock. Where did I put my black cardstock? There it is there. A piece of black cardstock in behind, like say maybe a strip. So I've got this strip, maybe a strip of black in behind, and maybe use, hey Helen, how you going? Glad to see me crafting. Can I fit that in and get that triple banner punch to punch it? Yes, I can. So I'm just going to banner that end. I think that looks pretty good. And then I think once I pop my gorgeous baubles on top, that's pretty cute. And to make the baubles a little bit more interesting, I'm wondering whether I should maybe emboss them. I just wonder whether I've got all of the things to emboss here in front of me. I've got things everywhere at the moment in my home. There it is. Okay. So I have the gorgeous embossing, the hammered embossing folder. So I think I'm actually going to pop them all in and emboss them to get that gorgeous hammered texture. And I actually want it, I'm going to turn them over. I want it not going, I want it bumpy. So if I did it with them facing up, it would put like dents in the copper. And I actually don't want it like that. I actually want it, Now, pardon me, I've got to find, oh, there it is. I was going to say I had to find my embossing, my base plate for my embossing, for my Big Shot. Okay, so I'm turning them over so that I get bubbled up, if you can understand what I'm trying to say. Words aren't coming easy to me today. Have no idea why, but anyway. Okay, so I'm going to pop my plate on. I'm going to pop my embossing folder with my baubles inside, facing down in my embossing folder, and the blue embossing plate. Now the reason I'm using the blue embossing plate, is that right? I don't think so. Did that even work? Yes, it did. Okay, so the blue embossing plate is, and I'll show you those, okay? So I wanted the bumps to be up, okay? Just for something a little bit different. So you can use this embossing folder both ways, which is, and it's called the hammered embossing folder. So it's a fantastic embossing folder because you can use it both ways. Okay. Now, it actually has, I'm thinking I could make that a little bit more interesting. There's some little dots in there. And I could use the copper Delicata ink. So bear with me while I find that one as well. There it is there. Okay. So they're looking quite cute, I'm thinking. And that banner is too large, but I'll be able to... You're looking forward to having your hug at on stage on Saturday, Priscilla. I'm looking forward to seeing you too. Okay, so I'm going to get the Copper Delicata ink out. Now, people, I need to tell you, if you like this Delicata ink, my idea is go out and purchase them, people, because once they're sold, we won't be keeping these Delicata inks. So if you absolutely love these inks, get in and purchase your re-inkers and your ink pads right now. Okay, so I'll bring that up a little bit closer. So I've got some gorgeous little copper little spots in behind, just to take the plainness off that black banner. Okay, so I'm thinking I want it over to the side. So I'm going to glue that on with Tombow, and then I'll trim it off. Okay. Oh. I was thinking I didn't glue that down, but where I cut out my baubles, it had glued down. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on with my Tombow, and then I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim that off. Card Scrapper. Hey, Deanna Collins from Smithfield, Utah. You just tuned in, first time to catch me live. Well, thank you. I'm glad you've caught me live. Now, I won't be going live on Saturday, everybody. So if you're going to be waiting around for me at 10 a.m. on Saturday, you'll be waiting for a while, because I'll be kicking my heels up at Onstage in Sydney. So I won't be doing a live video on Saturday. Now, I'm thinking, do I want to have black ribbon going across there and then pop my baubles on like so? Or do I want to have the Merry Christmas ribbon going over there? So type in the comments and tell me which one you think I should use, the Merry Christmas ribbon or the black. So either type in black or Merry Christmas and let me know what color ribbon we want to pop on there. Now, I'm looking at the sentiments. Merry Christmas here. I think I really like that sentiment, but I need something to pop it on, and I think I want to stamp it in copper, in the Copper Delicata ink. So I'm thinking on black cardstock with the Delicata ink. We'll see how we go. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Black, black, Merry Christmas. Black, Merry Christmas. Oh, it seems like Merry Christmas is going to win out on that, because there's more saying go for Merry Christmas. So, okay, I'm going to see how I go with this ink, because it is a solid stamp, and I don't know whether the copper is going to stamp really nice and solid, but I'm going to give it a try. Okay, so I've got some black cardstock here. I'm going to ink that up really nicely with my copper. And let's see how this works. Oh, that is not bad. Let me stamp another one and I'll see how I go with another one. Yeah, they're both not bad actually. Right, so I'm going to probably cut that out freehand because I don't know where the punch is that I want. I don't think it's there. Is it here? I'm so sorry, I have things everywhere because I'm organised for my Christmas card buffet. Nope, and I can't see it there. I was looking for my classic label, classic banner. Ah, there it is, classic label punch. Okay, whoops. Okay, so I'm going to use my classic label punch and line that up. And cut it out. Deborah, what's Deborah saying? Someone's saying I agree. Sylvia's saying I agree with Deborah. What did you say, Deborah? I'm trying to go back and see the comments. I can't see. Hey Linda, how you going? Thanks for joining. Black is much more elegant. I actually feel like I want to go with the black, to tell you the truth. I know you all voted for the Merry Christmas. But black was definitely my first choice. So I'm just going to trim both of those ends off so I've got the Merry Christmas exactly how I want it. Okay, time to start assembling this card. So I want to, I'm going to use the black ribbon. I think I'm going to go with against what everyone was saying, but you might agree with me when you see it, the finished thing. I'm just going to pop a little bit of double-sided tape on the back to stick my ribbon into. Karen's saying black is too heavy. We have, and you know what? That's the beauty of crafting. We have lots of different ideas and lots of different interests, and everybody is different. What one person likes necessarily is not what the next person likes, but I'm going to go with black. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap that around and pop my ends in behind. Okay, so it hides all our workings. So we've got where we've punched out our baubles in here. We've got our ribbon popped on the back there. Now I'm going to use liquid Tombow, and the trick is when you've used double-sided tape, pop your Tombow over that double-sided tape so that you can still have that wiggle time to be able to move your layer around on the front of your card. Okay, so I've got a gorgeous 1/4 inch border all the way around. Ooh, and I just put way too much glue on there, but never mind. Okay, so I'm going to grab some dimensionals to pop on the back of my ornaments. And I'm using all the edges of my dimensionals because there is nothing wrong with all the edges. There is so much still left here on our dimensionals that we can use. Okay, so that and that. Okay, I'm going to pop my large one on first so I know where I'm going. Karen's going, no! I'm so sorry, Karen. It's okay. You can case this, Karen, and you can pop the Merry Christmas ribbon on, and you can share a picture of it on my business page if you like, and I would be happy to share the picture and let everybody see what the Merry Christmas ribbon would look like as well. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one over there. And this one just here. And I think this one can pop down there. Okay, so some dimensionals on the back of him. And we have that, which I think is looking super cute. And then I'm thinking my Merry Christmas just in the middle of them. I think that's looking quite cute. So I'm going to pop just a small little dimensional, the baby dimensionals, on the back of that end to pop it up. So I'm thinking I could probably put 2 on there. So this Saturday we will be having our Stampin' Up convention. So it's a celebration from the company to thank everybody for all their hard work that they've done for the company. So there you go. I'm going to add a bow up the top now, and I think that card will be done. So I'm using my black satin ribbon to make a cute bow on the top, because every card needs a bow. And this ribbon, this satin ribbon, is beautiful to tie a bow. That one off and that one off. And I think that is super, super cute. So just pop a bit of double-sided tape on there, or do I want the bow over here? Which side, people? Left or right? Do we want the bow on the left, or do we want the bow on the right? Let me know. I'll zoom in there a little bit. I feel like I'm a long way away. Left or right? Type it in the comments, left or right, for the bow. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some double-sided tape. First person to type it in, right. Okay, Karen, I'm going with the right. Karen said the right, so that's where I'm going with it. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of double-sided tape on there and flick off that backing. I think I would also, and I use double-sided tape because I like it better than glue dots. I feel like my bows stick on a lot better with double-sided tape. But what I'm actually going to do to make that sit really nice, I'm just going to pop a glue dot underneath the ribbon that's going across, just to hold that ribbon down, and then it holds our bow there. Really, really pretty. Now, of course, it's a black card, so we need to put something on the inside of our card. So I've just got a cream piece of our very vanilla piece. So I'm just going to glue that in. Gets lost on the left, right, it balances it better. Thank you. Okay, and you know what? That's what we're here for. You can help me craft. You can help me pop it where it needs to go, because I really love crafting with other people. That other people's ideas helps you. I had a team member of mine come and craft with me the other day, and it was heaven having my team member here crafting with me. So there you go, using up some of that designer series paper, and very, very easy, but I've used up some of that paper. So you could also do some cards with some banners out of the designer series paper, like different colored banners. There's 3 different types there that you could use. So you could do that and pop some baubles on top, but flag the ends. So never mind, Karen, for being late. You're here, and that's okay. You can watch the beginning later on, and we've only made 1 card. So you've only missed 1 card, and that's it. Okay, so I'm just going to, bear with me, I'm going to use a baby white. Because I've used the Delicata inks, they're a pigment ink, so you need to clean off your stamps and don't leave that Delicata ink on them because they are a pigment ink. So just baby wipes will clean it off, no problem whatsoever. But if you leave it on, you run the risk of not being able to remove that delicata ink properly. Okay, so I'll pop that aside and we'll bring in the next card that we're going to do. So I'll leave that one there so I can share them at the end. The next card I'm going to do is using that gorgeous frosted foliage designer series paper. And I'll grab that paper so you can see the types of paper in this. It is gorgeous. It's silver all on one side, so silver accents on one side. And then on the other side, some gorgeous patterns. Gorgeous wintry patterns. Absolutely stunning paper. It is gorgeous. The paper is the feature on its own, I can tell you. So I've chosen this beautiful piece out of it. It's got gorgeous silver on one side, but I'm going to use the coloured side. And I've decided to use, I want to use some of, I'm actually not using anything out of that stamp set. I'm probably going to use the snowflakes on the inside, but I'm going to use, this is a stamp set that is a host stamp set. It's called The Greatest Part of Christmas. And I'm going to use this gorgeous Christmas greetings stamp out of it. And I'm going to use, I don't know whether you've seen this, but this is gorgeous white and silver glitter embossing. So I decided that I wanted to emboss this beautiful sentiment to make it look really, really nice with that gorgeous piece of designer series paper. So I've teamed it up with some Seaside Spray and some Night of Navy because I thought that those blue tones went really, really nice together. Priscilla says she's playing with that one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment on a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. I'm going to clean up my mess here a little bit so I know where everything is, or otherwise I will lose everything. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy. Now we use the embossing buddy to make sure that we have nothing on our cardstock that our embossing powder. Sorry, I had a mental blank. Words are really not coming easy to me today. Have no idea why, but I'm struggling a little bit with the words. So I'm just going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to use my Versamark ink. Now our Versamark is a clear sticky ink that our embossing powder is going to stick to. So I'm going to ink that up really, really well with my Versamark. I'm going to stamp it down in the center because I'm going to cut this out with a framelit. And I did have my framelit with it all. There it is there. I knew I had it out. Okay, so I've inked that up with my Versamark ink. I'm then going to shake this up. One of the main things is shake it up so that you get your silver and your white all mixed together. And I'm going to sprinkle it over. This is stunning, this embossing powder. And then tap it off so that you haven't got anything anywhere where it isn't supposed to be. Pop all that back into our container. Okay. And yes, I got it all over the desk, which I always do, but that's okay. We can be sparkly. My cat was even sparkly the other day. Little Theo ended up with it all over him. It didn't help that my eldest daughter decided to sprinkle some on the cat to make the cat look really cute, apparently. And yeah, he was very glittery. So I'm just going to plug my heat gun in here. Okay. So I'm just going to heat that now, and from underneath. The reason I do it from underneath is so that I don't, that embossing powder doesn't blow around. See there, you can see it starting to turn. But this is beautiful. It gives you the white embossing but beautiful glitter and shine. Absolutely stunning. Every other time when I've had glittery embossing powder, it hasn't come out really well on the word, like where this is a great mixture, a great combination. Okay, so I'm going to hold that up and hopefully I'm going to get the light that's going to catch that. It's a bit hard to see that glittery look, but it is super glittery. It's gorgeous. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to unplug that now and put my computer back in so I can make sure I can keep the comments happening. I'm going to line up one of my stitched rectangles on that and cut that out. So I'll bring in the big shot again. And this time I'm actually going to have the magnetic platform and 2 cutting pads. So 1 cutting pad there. Pop that into the screen. Okay, so I'm going to pop that on there. And then with that, it's awesome with your magnetic platform because it just sits exactly where you need it to be able to cut it out and pop another cutting pad over the top. I'm going to run that through, hopefully not wiggling the table too much for you. And there we have our gorgeous sentiment cut out with our stitched rectangle. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that out of the way again. Wow, I have black pants on and I have lovely glitter all over my black pants. Okay, so this is as simple as this card is going to be. The star of the show is this gorgeous designer series paper. So I'm going to glue that directly onto my Night of Navy layer with my liquid Tombow. And once again, I've just left a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around just to get a hint of that Night of Navy on that Seaside spray. So it brings that designer series paper out and makes it just pop. Okay, a darker layer in behind will always do that. Hey Renata, how you going? Or Renee, is it? Renata or Renee? So I'm doing that. Then I want that to be there. But we've got this gorgeous Seaside spray ribbon. So we need to use that as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my ribbon across in the first place underneath that sentiment label. So I'm just going to flip over my card and pop a bit of double-sided tape on both sides so I can stick my ribbon ends into it. Grab my pokey tool. Okay, see where that ribbon's going to sit. So I want that, I feel like I want it like that on the front of the card. So I'm going to pop that ribbon through the center, like so. And trim it off. Okay, so I think that's looking quite nice. I'm going to then pop that sentiment on there. Doesn't that just make that sentiment? Look how it just stands out. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to fold my Seaside spray card base in half. Now once again, that card base was cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches, folded in half, which gives me 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Now my layer, my Night of Navy layer, has been cut at 5.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. So 5.5 inches this way, 3 3/4 inches. And then I've done 5 3/8 of an inch by 3 5/8 of an inch. So I've taken 1/8 of an inch off. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down with my liquid Tombow. And we're going to pop it that way on my base. So we've got that wiggle room again because we put the Tombow over our double-sided tape. I'm going to pop that up there so I don't lose it. Okay, I think I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. And one in the middle. Sally's saying my nails are beautiful. My nails are done for on stage because there's a little bit of a story about my nails. My team is called the Wild Heart Crafters. So, and our theme is hot pink and black. And Wild Heart Crafters, we have black hearts on my team page. It's a black heart with animal print. So I've got animal print on my small fingers, if you can see that. Oh, it's not going to focus real well. And I've got hearts and some glitter. So I'm all done up for on stage on Saturday, which is happening in Sydney. So I'm flying out of Lismore, flying out of Ballina actually, on Friday morning early, and I will be in Sydney by just before lunch, 20 to 11. I think I'm going to be in Sydney. So if there's anyone that's watching that is from Australia that is heading to on stage on Saturday, please feel free to come up and say hello to me, introduce yourself and have a chat. I love meeting new people. I absolutely love on stage. That way or that way? I think I'm going to do it that way. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to grab some double-sided tape to glue that ribbon down. And then I think what I'm going to do on the inside, I feel like I want to bring in those gorgeous snowflakes, that snowflake stamp. That's looking pretty nice there. So that is like a simple, easy card. Like, talk about using your designer series paper to make a stunning card. It's so easy. So I'm going to, on the inside, I think I'm going to use, out of that stamp set, the gorgeous snowflakes, which is there. And I need a block. And I think I'm going to do them just in Seaside Spray, so just tone on tone. Ribbon isn't an embellishment that you think to use. Yeah, look, honestly, you'll get to know me. I use ribbon on nearly everything. Everything's got to have a bow. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp those snowflakes down in that corner. I think that's pretty cute. Do we need a sentiment on the inside? Let's see what we have in this greatest part of Christmas. We've got Christmas greetings on the front. May the season bring you special moments and happy memories. Wishing you a Christmas of smiles and love that will last all year round. Happy Christmas to all, and to all good night. Things for being thinking of you at Christmas time. I'm thinking this one. May the Christmas season bring you special moments and love, or wishing you a Christmas of smiles and love that will last all year long. That sounds wonderful. We'll grab that one. Okay, so we need that. And I think I'm going to do it in Night of Navy. Okay, so I haven't got that real straight on there. Better straighten it up. And I better make sure I've got the sentiment up the right way. Wishing you all Christmas of smiles and love. That sounds quite nice. That will last all year. There you are. So there you go. A really beautiful, stunning Christmas card, and not a lot of work to that at all. So if you're actually thinking now, wow, I need to get my Christmas crafting done, I need to get my cards made, I need to do something simple and easy, wow. A pack of that designer series paper, some Seaside spray, some Night of Navy, and a bit of glitter embossing. And you could make some stunning cards with that set. Okay, so I'll put that aside and we'll move on to the next one. Now, I had some stars left. I actually was cutting out some cards, and I had these beautiful grey granite stars left. I've got like heaps and heaps of them, okay? So I thought to myself, I don't want to waste those stars. I want to be able to use them. And I thought, what better way than these super cute cards that we have that go with, oh, someone tell me, they're cards that go with the Memories and More cards that are in, I can't even think of them, but we have the gorgeous stars. And I thought, well, I could use, there's so many stars, I could use up some of the stars and make a really quick, easy card. So that's what I'm going to do. My idea is I've got some of the Silver Delicata ink. I thought maybe I could use that in some aspect just to throw in a bit of interest in behind these stars. So I think what I want to do is, this has got framelets that are absolutely stunning. You wish you could send snow to you in Florida. Is it really hot in Florida? Paradise Stamping saying that she needs snow in Florida. Vicky saying, no, you don't. Same here, no snow. Okay, so the framelets to this are magnificent. So we have gorgeous framelets, and then into the bargain, the stamp set is stunning as well. So I think what I want to do is, I've got some stars in here that are really, really pretty. So I think I'm going to ink them up in my Delicata ink. I'll grab a block. Or could I do them, actually, you know what? I'm going to do them in a dark, I'm going to do them in Cherry Cobbler in behind for something different. So I'm just going to decorate the front of the card with some stars in behind. So we've already got stars on here, but you may not be able to see that in the camera, but some beautiful Cherry Cobbler stars in behind there, just to add a little bit of interest in behind. Then there's the gorgeous tiny little stars, spray of stars as well. So I'm going to do that probably right around the edge of my card. I'll grab another little block. I'm thinking my Cherry Cobbler might need inking up. So I'm just going to add some stars around the border. So we've already got some white stars there, but I'm just going to add some Cherry Cobbler ones now. These Memories and More card packs are fantastic for making quick crafting cards. But I just was thinking, wow, with all those stars, that's going to go really, really nicely when I pop some of these stars on here. So I'm going to decorate one of these with the Cherry Cobbler spray of stars. like so. And then I think I'm going to do one with, I want them to look a little bit different. So I think I'm going to do one with this. Have I got a block big enough? 3. I don't think I do. I'm going to stick it on this big block. You would not normally use a massive big block like this, but you know what? It's all I have at the moment. So I'm going to ink that up. I'm then going to drop my star on top of that, like that, and just with another block, rub another block over the top, and hopefully that's going to stamp really well on there. Look at that. Not bad. And the next one, how am I going to do it? I'm just going to do it with the stars again, the little stars. That'll be fine. They're like that. Now, I'm thinking I need some sort of ribbon, but I'm not sure what ribbon I could, oh, I know what I could do. Some of this. Got some of this gorgeous burlap ribbon, we might do that. So I'm thinking if I do the burlap ribbon and then I pop some of these stars over the top, like so. I do apologise, my chair is squeaking really, really bad, what I'm sitting on. It's one of my hairdressing chairs and it's got a bit of a squeak up, like that. I was going to use the silver Delicata ink, but I don't, do I have a small star in here? Yeah, I do. This one. Okay, so that might be nice just to stamp around a little bit with my Delicata ink. I'm feeling like it's still a little bit plain. So I'm going to use the silver Delicata ink this time. And I'm just going to place, oh, some of them. Yeah, that's looking pretty. So just like that. And then I think once I pop that and my gorgeous stars, that's looking pretty cute. And then I just need a sentiment. Oh, that one I'm going to cover up. So I'm going to stamp another one down here. I need a bit more of that silver coming out. So I'm going to stamp one down there. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then I want a sentiment just to go through the middle. Season's greetings. That looks cute. Okay, I'll pop the lid on that so I don't get that everywhere. Burlap ribbon is a good idea, Elaine. Okay. So I'm going to put double-sided tape there to hold that ribbon down. So just a strip of double-sided tape in the middle there. Take your pick tool and I just smudge that silver. So be careful with your Delicata inks. It's okay, the ribbon's probably going to cover it up anyway, but I just smudged it with my finger, so it does take a little while for it to actually dry properly. And that's okay. See? There's no mistake there because that burlap just covered it up. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to glue that one directly down straight with some liquid Tombow. You know, I'm not kidding about my ribbon addiction. I love ribbon. I buy every ribbon that is in the catalogue, no matter what. And I can tell you I am never disappointed. Never, ever. And then I think I'll pop that one up. That one up in the middle. That looks pretty good. There or there? Oh, I like it. No, I had it up there further before and there. I think I like that. Okay, so this one's going to be glued straight down as well. Yes, I do have a ribbon addiction. And I'm not scared to say it. Okay, some dimensionals on that. And for the life of me, I've lost my sheet of dimensionals. Is that them? Yep. Okay. So I'm actually, like everything that I'm doing here today, I'm using up my scraps. So I'm using up my scrap pieces of paper. I'm using up leftover stars that I have. So don't ever throw things out in your crafting, because you never know when they're going to come in handy in your crafting. Okay, so now I need a sentiment on there. What colour can we use? What have we got here? I've got a scrap here. I wonder, will that be big enough or not? That one. I'm going to cut it down. I'm actually going to, and I'm going to do it in cherry cobbler. I'm going to cut it down so that it will fit nicely, because I don't have anything small. I'm going to do the season's greetings out of here, but I'm going to fussy cut it. Yes, you heard me right. I'm going to fussy cut it so that it doesn't look as big and bulky on my card. Okay, so season's greetings, ink it up in cherry cobbler. So just like so. And then when that, I'm going to pop that aside, and when that dries, I'm going to fussy cut around. I'm going to bring in the envelope because I want to decorate the envelope so it can match. Just going to wipe my counter there where I've stamped off, so it can match the card. One of the main things that really impresses people is if they get a card in the mail and the envelope is stamped as well. So something not to forget to do is to stamp your envelopes as well, because it just gives that handmade feel even more to your card when your envelope is stamped. So I'm just going to stamp some stars down in that corner, and on the back here, I think I'm going to stamp them up in that corner there. So just like so. So now it's actually like matching there with your card. I'm gonna fussy cut this, and I've just thought about what ribbon I'm gonna use. I'm gonna pop some ribbon. It is a beautiful font. It is gorgeous. And I can tell you, fussy cutting around this sentiment makes this sentiment look even more pretty. It just adds a little bit of shape to the card, bit of shape to your sentiment, and I don't know. I seem to, every time I use this sentiment, I seem to fussy cut it. I feel like it accentuates the scrolly pieces on it a little bit more when you fussy cut. But you'll see what I mean when you see this fussy cut and then put across, how pretty it looks. And don't be scared to fussy cut. It adds so much more interest to your card when you can fussy cut little accents like this. Your sentiment to be fussy cut just makes it look totally different rather than a long rectangle there. Now, can you see how much better that looks? Fussy cut, and we can straddle it across there. But I have just thought about what ribbon can go with this that's going to set it off. Ooh. Although I don't have enough of it to tie a bow, I'm out of it. That's a bit of a worry. I thought I had more. I wonder, can I just... How can I do it? Just pop a piece down like that under the sentiment. I really wanted that in there, but I wonder if I just tie it in a knot, is it going to look like a cute little bow? Or could I make it into like a little fake bow? Could I do that? No, I can't make it into a bow, can I? But wait, there's more. Well, there was more, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to, oh, I could do it like that and then pop the sentiment over it. Oh, I think I like that. I do. I think I like that. Okay. I'm going to pop a little bit of double-sided tape straight over the top of that so that it stays there. Okay, so I want that to sit just like that. Just like that. I feel like I've got too much double-sided tape there. I'm going to cut that bit off. I don't need all that. There. Okay, I think that's going to work. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Dimensionals on here. Mini ones, I think. Okay. Who took the mini dimensionals? There they are. Clean up my mess here. Such a mess. Double ribbons, you like it too? I'm pulling out all the stops today, aren't I? And to tell you the truth, I was a little bit unorganised when it came to getting organised for my Facebook Live. I was up until 3:15 a.m. this morning on some business training that I do. And I've been to bed, got up, taken my car to the mechanics. I was a little bit lethargic this morning, and I thought I'll go back to bed and I'll have a bit of a snooze. And I tried to have a bit of a snooze. And you know when you've got up and you can't go back? Or it seems like you can't go back. Okay, so we've got that. That's looking pretty cute. Okay, and one more thing. Wait, there's more. Can I find my rhinestones? Where are my rhinestones? They should be here. Come on, where are you? Let's got them. Wait, there's more. Okay, these are what I want. Some of our gorgeous red rhinestones, I think. Hey Rose, how you going? Are you out for dinner watching me at the dinner table? I just showed, Rose is on here now. Well, I was just talking about Rose before. I did a larger one of those gift card holders that you did. It's fantastic. It's so quick and easy to do. It was absolutely wonderful. You needed to show me that about 2 weeks ago, so I could have done it for on-stage swaps. So I'm just going to pop a few of these red rhinestones around just to give it that bling. And I'm thinking that's looking pretty good. So what do you think? Pretty good? Ladies and gentlemen, because I know Matthew's on here watching me. And see, Matthew, I did remember you today. I didn't say, what do you think, ladies, and didn't include you. I'm getting better at it. Okay, so, and then as you can see, that gorgeous stamped envelope just sets it off. So I'll just bring out, oh, you're back home now. So I'll just bring out the ones that I've made there today. So this is using the Frosted Foliage Designer Series paper. That was my first one here, using the gorgeous Christmas is Gleaming. Is that it? I think that's it. So there you have the 3 cards that I've done today. So thank you everybody for joining me. And for once, my YouTube went perfectly. It scheduled and it went perfectly. I just want to tell you a few things before you leave. My summer retreat, which was 2 weekends in February, has sold out. I had one on the 23rd and 24th and another one on the 29th and the 1st of March. But the beauty is I have now offered a 3rd weekend. Now I have 7 spots available left for this 3rd weekend, and the 3rd weekend is going to be the 7th and the 8th of March. So if you are wanting to book into my 2-day craft retreat, it's here in northern New South Wales, Australia. You can fly to Ballina. I had people that came from Sydney. I had people that came from the Gold Coast. I had people that came from down near Newcastle. I had other people that came from the other side of I'm trying to think of it, Maxville. So it was a fantastic couple of weekends that I had in November. No, not November. In October. Yes, it was only last month that I did them. So I have opened up another weekend. So if you want to get in for that, you just need to go to my website, which is stampingwithdonnag.com, and look under the weekend craft retreats, and you will see all the details there. Our Christmas Time is Here suite is available now to purchase. Anyone that purchases either the full suite or the bundle, so the stamps and the framelits off me during this month, will get a free online class. And once again, I want to remind you that Rose Ward and myself will be doing online classes starting in January. We're getting our hands on the brand new Occasions catalogue this weekend coming at Onstage, and we will be getting our heads together and we'll be organising, and we will be starting our online classes in the month of January. So, and the beauty of the online classes in January that we will be doing, as I said, if you're watching me here in Australia, but you actually live in the US, you can purchase the online class from my friend Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. And if you're living in in Australia and you're watching Rose and you want to get in on the action for the online class, then you will purchase from myself if you live in Australia. So it's going to work that our classes will be available in the US and in Australia. So it's going to be an awesome fun time that we're going to have. The other thing I wanted to let you know is our paper trimmer is on sale now. Now you can purchase the paper trimmer for $44 plus postage, and if you wanted to get the refills for the blades, they're not going to be available until January, but it's not a problem. You won't be needing a new you won't be needing new blades before January, I can tell you. Now, if you purchase from me online, anything that I have used can be purchased online, and if you purchase, I have a lovely rewards program going that for every $100 order you spend, you get a token, and when you receive 10 tokens, you get a $100 shopping spree from me. So I would love to have you shop from me online, or if you would like to shop over the phone, I'm happy to place your order over the phone, and you can become a member of my rewards program as well. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, happy crafting. I won't be seeing you on Saturday, but I will be doing some live videos straight from Onstage. So watch my business page over on Facebook. I may go live here on YouTube, directly on YouTube, but it won't be an organized time. If you're watching this back later on and you're going to be at Onstage in Sydney, please feel free to come up and have a chat with me. I love meeting new people. Don't be scared to introduce yourself to me. I don't know what half of you look like, but you all know what I look like. So I'm happy for you to come up and have a chat with me. So until next time, everybody, have a lovely time crafting, and bye for now.